Now, this is a review for Victor Frankenstein, right? I traveled along to the film with a friend of mine. His synopsis of the film was interesting. It is more of a scientific film in terms of actual science and biology. Damn, alright? Which obviously was no doubt so true. The visual effects was no bother. It was actually very good. It's a class. Oh, and the baby. The what? No. Baby, there's no baby. Okay, that's interesting now. Oh, and the baby. No, I'm not. I'm a bit lost on the baby. Let's see if I'm referring to the music as the baby, I'm not sure exactly. But either way, the music itself was fantastic. The synopsis of the film was more so interesting. That's what I put it as. But again, like I said previously, I wouldn't expect it to be. I see more of a kind of a autopsy kind of thing whereby you see not guts, the liver and all that stuff. So it all depends. It all depends. So then, getting back to reality, it is fantastic. It's good, but not what I quite expected. Like Frankenstein being the monster turned out to be the story of his creator, aka Victor Frankenstein, who created the monster from literally body parts of dead people. That's basically the plot. I'm just literally after giving it away there, alright? So as I said, I'll say it again, I don't care for body parts. I could hear some people in the cinema. They're kind of disgusted, and being tested or even being shown on TV. As I said to my mate, thank God I finished my nachos. Literally, I had actually. Oh, well, Bobby's hiding. So then, like I said, in the film in question, the plot is as follows. We meet Igor, played by the non-existent Daniel Radcliffe, who is known for the Harry Potter series, and his new boss, Victor Frankenstein, which that should be there already. Thank you very much. Victor himself found Igor in a circus. Victor, by the way, which I think is played by James McAvoy, which he's known very popular in the X-Men series. He plays the guy in the witch or whatever, not Patrick Stewart, the other one. Whatever his name, I forgot. But he's known very well in the X-Men series there. So then, either way, he plays that. And then Victor found Igor in a circus. They together tried to create a monster, i.e. life from a dead body. Which I'd imagine the vegan crowd would have a lot to say about it, because I did actually see quite a lot. Like, there was one section of the film was that they were investigating the whole thing as to like what was going on in the film, right? Or in the one guy being questioned, right? And one of the cops asked, "Oh, you must have a look at this." And as happened, one of the person actually had cut off the foot off a lion or something like that. Now, apparently, it was quite gross to look at. Don't get me wrong, but I'd imagine, excuse me, I'd imagine quite a lot of people would have, well, vegan people at the very least, would have a lot to say. So, I don't know. Anyway, moving on though. So basically, like, even Igor himself, somehow I think the guy had the previous partner called, it's not, God, Igor I think it was initially. Yeah, it was Radcliffe's character, which initially was called Igor, alright? And then he put the name Igor onto a new fella, which is Radcliffe's character now, right? So then, I then said, okay, that should be quite interesting. So then, from what I'm trying to say, is Igor then found out that Victor Frankenstein himself, had killed his previous apprentice or whatever he was, called Igor in the past, and he had frozen the body. He'd gouged his eyes out, hence the queasy part or the gross parts, and so it all depends if you're able for it. But when I went to, basically what I'm trying to say, guys, is I went to see the trailer, right? Just going back a few months ago, years ago, whatever, right? And I saw that it was interesting because it actually stated how Frankenstein, being the Halloween fella, the Halloween character you come across, how did he come about in the Halloween tray or stores or myths, And I thought that this film would actually create it. But as it happens, he went a more scientific route, more biological route, in terms of if you know your biology, that's what it'll do, And that's, so I don't know exactly, So it all depends. If you're into that sort of thing, I think you better go for body of proof and all those type of TV series. Alright, so I'll leave it at that, guys. And I'll speak to you all soon, guys. Look out yourself, alright? See you.